good, Audiotree viewers? It's me, Psalm 1, global hip-hop treasure, just searching high and low for my next favorite band. We are broadcasting to you kinda, sorta live, all the way from beautiful Chicago, Illinois. And today is Thursday, May 30th, 2024. It's always big love to our subscribers. Let me get that B out. It's always big love to our subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, just mash that little button and then follow Audiotree on apps like Spotify so you too can have big love from all of us here at the channel. And who do we have in studio today? We are hitting the dusty trail for some yummy garage western, some delicious turbo country from the Pacific Northwest. Jenny, Don't And The Spurs are standouts in the country western universe, and we're about to find out just why. Ye, and I mean this sincerely, haw. Get ready, ladies, and gentlemen, for Jenny, Don't And The Spurs. We're here with Christopher, Jenny, Kelly, and Buddy, better known as Jenny, Don't And The Spurs. Collective
hello.
breath. Yes, hello. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. So your band has been through some different iterations. Can you please shout out these beautiful people?
Yes.
And let me know how you all met each other.
We've got Christopher March on lead guitar over here. He's swapping guitars for the next track. But we met him, in 2000? It's been...
17.
Yeah.
2017, we met him.
It was just kind of the first thing was like, hey, do you want to fill in on a tour with us? And then that was it. You know, we're like, oh, man, this is great.
And now we're here?
Yep, we've been together ever since. Kelly and I were a married couple. This summer, next month, will be our 15-year anniversary as a couple.
Okay. Yes. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
So I saw him when he was playing drums with a band called Pierced Arrows, and I was right up front. And then I messaged him later that night on MySpace.
That's how long we've been a couple.
Listen.
We initially corresponded via MySpace.
Yeah. And then Buddy has been with us now for a little over a year. And same thing, we met him like, hey, do you want to fill in on a tour and jump in the van with us weirdos? And here we are.
Yeah.
And I should clarify, I said
Yes.
fill in for a tour, but he's not a fill-in. He's our guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Buddy Weeks.
Absolutely. And it's okay. You don't want to talk. It's fine. It's fine. I still love you.
He's our Ringo Starr. He's the shy one.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I pronounce your band name, Jenny Don't
Hey.
And The Spurs. Like, don't do that. Something tells me you've heard this all your life, no?
Yeah, I started just calling myself that to save people the trouble. Being a little bit ornery growing up. I'm going to do it anyways, whether you want me to or not.
A sly fox. And when did you pick up a guitar and put all that rambunctiousness into the music?
I didn't start playing guitar until a little bit later. I think I was like 17 or 18. I initially, my first band was called Ladies of the Night, and I played keyboards because I couldn't figure out how to play guitar. So I was like, okay, I got to get the music out one way or another. I can play keyboards. And then the guy I was dating at the time, he had an acoustic guitar that he gave me, and I still have it, and it has all these bugs taped to it. And that's what I started playing with. And so it's sentimental to me because it's really crappy. It has like the action's really high, and it's really hard to play. But that's where I figured out how to play the, G, C, D.
The classics.
Yeah.
Y'all play Chicago tonight, right? How has tour been? You're on like a long tour right now.
It's
So far, so good. It's
Yeah.
kind of the 2-week mark, I guess.
Okay.
And yeah, it's been great so far. I mean, we're on tour quite a bit, so it's sort of our natural environment.
But every tour-
It's when we're home that we get antsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and every tour is a little better than the previous one, so that's a good sign.
It is a good sign. Yeah. What's the weirdest thing on your rider?
I think people tell me that I like green gum. I asked for green gum. But I had vocal cord surgery, and during that time when I was like dealing with all the issues, gum was like really helpful in just like, I don't know, making you be able to sing better when you had a vocal cord issue.
Was it the moisture or the movement of your
I
mouth
think
that
it
kind
just,
of
like,
muscle memory?
Makes you like salivate more.
Okay.
It's really gross, but I just love, and now I'm just like, oh, I like having gum when we're like hanging out. And I don't smoke or anything, so it's just like a little habit.
Yeah.
But I don't like wintergreen, so I always specify that I like green gum.
So here's the
like
diva.
spearmint.
This is the diva coming out.
I don't like wintergreen gum. I like spearmint. And people were putting gum in the green room, so then I just started like specifying what kind I like.
No, you have to, because there is a distinction here between the wintergreen
It is.
and the spearmint. The spearmint is more like for real mint.
What do you prefer?
Spearmint.
Yeah, see?
I'm with you.
Somebody put watermelon, and I was like, ooh, not that kind of green.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know
green, I'll
these
give them that.
these gum subtleties. I don't know anything about the world of gum, so that's all Jenny.
Yeah. But other than that, we just like candy and salty stuff.
You work in venues and on stages.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best thing a venue can have, in your opinion?
Patient staff, nice staff when you get there, just like welcoming. There's a lot of venues that you feel like you're like, why are we here?
Do you want us here?
Yeah, I think just like recognizing that bands work really hard and they're traveling in some like pretty terrible places sometimes And so when they arrive at your spot, it's just like having kindness is like goes a long way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because touring can be a super stressful environment, and when you've just driven across, 3 states for the last 11 hours, and you show up somewhere, you're a bit frazzled sometimes, and everyone's maybe a little bit crabby, and it just makes it worse.
Yeah.
If the staff is like, it's a reciprocal sort of relationship. It's like everyone's, everyone should kind of, recognize that it's a hard job on both sides.
Both sides.
Everyone,
both
yeah.
sides.
And most bands, at least we do, we like when there's a case of beer waiting for us at the venue for the sound check.
Fave beer, domestic?
We like Mexican lager a lot.
Okay,
Yeah, Modelo's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something
We're
light,
easy.
You drink a lot of them and it doesn't affect you too much.
Listen to this. Any of the potential people behind the scenes that are going to host this wonderful band, Don't And The Spurs, a case of Modelo goes a long way.
Yeah.
I was going to ask one more before we get back into it. I'm curious because you're globetrotters. Have you ever been the first, and I say these terms, genre terms, country western band some audiences have ever seen?
I think so. I think our last tour that we just did, the end of 2023, brought us, we did a big tour through Australia and New Zealand. And at the end of that, we traveled to Malaysia, the Philippines, and Indonesia. And, I think there's country bands going there, but for the areas that we played, I think a lot of people were just like, what is this?
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of country western bands that go to Malaysia. And I think in the Philippines, there's probably a lot of country bands who have gone there over the last, I don't know, how long has America been imposing itself on the Philippines? But they probably go there and play like the bases, the whatever, military, what they call it, the OS, whatever, the
base,
whatever
yeah.
Bob Hope used to circuit. He
sure.
used to do the OSS or what? No, I can't remember. OSU or something.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, there's probably like bands that do that. But we went and we played, small bars and squatted houses
like
in
the
Manila and
underground punk scene over there.
yeah, we played to the punk scene, and I don't think any other bands that sound like us have done that.
We're walking around dressed like cowboys.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
People are pulling over on the side of the street like, we'll see you at the show later.
Like, we already know that's you.
Yeah, It was pretty cool.
That sounds amazing. So let's get back into this set.
Okay. Yeah, that's a perfect segue because this one we're going to play is called You're What I Need. And this is a song that we put out and wrote for the people coming to our shows because it's nice when you're meeting people around the world and they're the reason, that keeping music alive. So this is for all of you.
Very true.
You're what I need.
We just heard One More Night, a sweet little ditty by none other than Jenny Don't and the Spurs. This last jam you played is a little different than the one that's out in the wild already. And can you tell me a little bit about how this one came about?
So we wrote this song a few years ago, and during our first tour of Australia in 2022, we were given the opportunity to go in and record a couple songs at a studio out in the kind of outside a small town in
Castlemaine.
Yeah, outside of a small town called Castlemaine which is outside of Melbourne. And it was a great experience, It was an old 100% analog studio using all vintage gear and a lot of really cool, weird to us, Australian amps and gear that
we'd never seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sounded good too. We're
golden
like, what the heck?
tone amp.
Yeah.
Just
and one
great.
was called like Gun, but 2 N's, right? Like Gunn, I think was the one that
Yeah,
you used.
I think so.
And he's
really
like,
cool
yeah,
stuff.
He's
that
like,
you
they're
can't-
really cheap, but you can't find them. And obviously, if we did, how are we going to get it back to the States?
Well, and then there's the voltage issue. I really
Right.
wanted to get someone bring it back, but I talked to a couple, my amp repair guys, and they were both. I don't know. That'd be a lot of work.
Yeah, like
Changing
one
out
little
the-
part or something like that
Yeah,
takes
or the
forever.
whole power transformer or something. I'm sure there's a tech nerd out there somewhere that's like, no, that's totally doable.
Well,
if you're out
actually,
there,
yeah.
get in touch.
Yeah, absolutely. Like go on their YouTube or something and say, well, actually, Kelly.
Totally.
But that song was like in its infancy stages. It was pretty new to us. We hadn't really practiced it, and so we just went in and recorded it. And then after we had some time listening to it, we're like, oh, that's a cool song. Let's give it a little bit more finesse, and we kind of just changed the direction a tiny bit. So we put it on the album because I thought it was very fitting with the rest of the songs we have on.
Yeah, so the original version of that song is only to be found on a very limited edition 7-inch single that came out in Australia for our most recent tour there in fall of 2023. So we re-recorded it for the album.
Gotcha. How difficult was that conversion or the decisions to make from the analog version that, came out of that studio to the digital one? And were you able to capture like the best bits and the heart of everything? Because it sounds like
I think so.
Yeah. Well, and it's, essentially to me, it's a different song.
Right.
Well, it was cool because it was a real throwback to my early days. I'm old enough to have started recording in studios when that was the only option. It was just tape. It was straight to tape, and you couldn't just digitally manipulate things to correct the timing or the tuning or whatever. You had to rewind the tape and punch in, and then when you splice the songs together for an album, you had to take a razor blade and cut the tape and
This is BPT, kids, before Pro Tools.
totally. So it was kind of fun to do that. I hadn't recorded like that for a long time, and it was cool. But it's a tedious process. To do that for an entire album would be.
How did we ever do that?
I know. How do we ever afford it?
And we're always trying to cram everything in with such a little amount of time because we're on the road so much. So any recording time, we're like, okay, we got 5 days. Like, let's get in there, get out, so we could get back to the next show.
Absolutely.
But the engineer, a really cool Kiwi transplant who lives in Australia, named Alex Bennett, he put it together for us at his studio, and he did a great job. He's fast. He knows how to
And his
he knows
studio
how to
is
run that
called-
tape.
Kelly?
What's the studio called?
I believe it's recording service. It's something that's so generic that it's
Sound-
hard
it's sound
to remember.
recording.
Sound recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just put him on the
nose.
spot because he hadn't said it yet, so I already knew he was like, what is it? What
Yeah,
is it?
thanks for that. Thanks for that.
No,
Couple
but
plugs.
sound recordings.
Absolutely. Kelly, you were walking around the studio like a kid in a candy store a little bit earlier. And I saw in a past interview you were a big vinyl collector. Anything else that you collect?
I have a horrible vinyl problem.
Addiction.
It's the last house that Jenny and I lived in before we moved to our present house. it was starting to actually damage the floor joists. It was starting to kind of make the joists sag.
You could look in like one room, like through the doorway, and the shelves and everything were like bending. It was like a warped thing. We're like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
The music is taking over.
And doors in adjacent rooms were starting to stick, and so our new house is better because the records are on the ground floor at that point. So if it does fall through the floor, no one's going to get injured. But
moving houses with a record collection is not advised.
No.
We had some friends helping us, and they're just like, "Why is every box you have heavy? Like, what is in this?" And one box, though, he dropped it, he opened it, and it was just a box full of weights. And that's when they're like, "I'm done helping you guys."
No more.
No, but our house is full of. I'm a big collector of anything music related or weird culture related. So our house is full of screen printed posters and flyers and ephemera of all sorts. It's kind of a little punk rock and roll, country western museum in there, or just oddities too.
Yeah, we have like pieces of walls from old venues in Portland that got torn down.
That's really cool.
Yeah, we have like some of the wall from the legendary club Satyricon that is gone now, and we've got a bathroom door hanging up on one of the walls from Sabala's.
No, it's also Satyricon.
Oh yeah,
was the infamous bathrooms. You hear a lot of stories about how horrible the CBGB's bathrooms were. Well, Satyricon was its West Coast counterpart.
So interesting,
to
say the least.
Yeah, if that door could talk,
it's up high in the ceiling,
hanging
so
on our wall, screaming.
You don't come over and sit on the couch next to the bathroom door of Satyricon.
Okay, when I come over for dinner, I will not do that.
No.
I would be remiss not to say R.I.P. to your bandmate Sam Henry. Sam Henry. I want to be sensitive to morale, but it's nice to remember those we've lost along the way.
Yeah, definitely.
What kind of inspiration have you found while you continue on this journey and keep on this musical path? Because the vibes are still sweet vibes forever, so I feel like the spirit remains.
Yeah, I think it just really like put forward our dedication to what we're doing, and just our focus is music. We're driven, and we kind of contemplated maybe stopping with the death of Sam, but it felt like it would have been a disservice to all of the work that he'd put into the band during his time with us. And
Sure.
I feel like ever since that, Buddy joining the band, we're all just very like-minded, and we have the same goal. We just want to play music, meet people, and it's a good unity to have, collectively.
Yeah, it would have been much harder to face continuing if we hadn't found Buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, he does a great job. He's
Absolutely.
pretty much, Sam's irreplaceable, but Buddy is excellent and fit right into the band and.
Yeah, and we have the new album too. It's just like
ass on the drums. And
and it's a new chapter, and it's nice that the four of us are able to keep the music going.
Yeah, absolutely. And this new stuff that you've kind of premiered, a couple of unreleased tracks, it sounds like you haven't missed a step. So
yeah, I think staying true to music and recognizing that you can move forward without forgetting.
Absolutely. Simple as that. Well, let's get into your final track.
All right. This one is not on the album, but it's not really too many other places. So
it was released by a label from Georgia called Missing Fink Records. And that's, at this point, the only place that appears. But we're going to slow it down a bit and play a mellow, moody song here.
Can't wait.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I saw you walking to school today. Told you that love that you went away. What you did next to hit the floor. You turned around, said you don't love me no more. Can't keep living this way. I want your love and I want it all. You got me doing the lovesick crawl. Come on over, let's scream and shout. You whatever you want, we'll find it out. 'Cause can't keep living this way. No, I can't keep living my life this way. I want your love, come on, just stay. Let's go back how it used to be before you were so mean. Hey, little babe, when you're coming home, you don't like me left alone. One hand loose, that I have my side. One hand loose, get satisfied.
A massive thank you to Jenny, Don't And The Spurs for blessing us today. And as always, major love to our camera people, engineers, editors, and artists here at Audiotree, spreading the gospel of live music. These gorgeous folks are on tour right now and will be bringing their spunky Americana all over the globe. So make sure to grab tickets when they're in your area. Also, get into their extensive catalog. Try to find those rarities if you can. And be on the lookout for their upcoming album, Broken Hearted Blue, due out June 14th, which is very exciting stuff. Once again, you sexy varmints, likes are good, but subscribing to Audiotree means you get these dope videos at the top of your feed whenever they drop. Get cool merch at audiotree.shop. And if you want just the session audio, get it on Spotify or wherever you stream your music. Finally, follow Audiotree on social media for more fun content. I'm Psalm 1 signing off, and remember, kids, life can end before it begins, so get to living, Booski. Okay, I'll see you next time. Stay dangerous. Peace.